All right, are we going? Are are we on? Is this the Cowsill podcast? Moo, moo,
What's
moo.
happening, everybody? First of all,
We're here.
guys, so we're having our floors put in today, so it could get a little loud out my door here, but so I painted the whole house but prior to and moved all the furniture, moved the piano. I mean, it was an insane and man,
You
it kicked
moved
my
that
butt.
piano.
Well, just the whole thing because I triple coated everything, to just get it
Wait, but
solid.
who moved it? That thing's heavy.
Me alone. I just lean on one end and I pushed it way out and then got on the other end and pushed it way out. And
Yeah.
Listen. When I was a kid, I moved my room around so many times, all 2 feet of me at 32 pounds, and I would
yeah,
put everything on a blanket. And then I would drag the
There you
blanket.
go.
I mean,
Yep.
I could move everything all by myself for sure.
Yep.
yeah. And so anyway, so those doors are happening. I got my sweatshirt on. And everybody's thinking, well, why is he wearing his hoodie? Isn't he in his studio? And well, I am in my studio, but the doors are all open because we're getting old carpet out and bringing this and that. So all the doors are opened and it's 27 degrees out. So it's
Ah,
cold,
hey, you don't even
and
have
so
like smoke coming out of your mouth, and we can't hear anything, dude.
yeah, cool. It's a
Well,
pretty
maybe
straightforward
we'll
thing.
get a scan of the floor next episode
Yeah.
and see
But
what.
what I want to show you is this is so, we cleared everything. We emptied all the cabinets, things that would be crazy heavy, that I realized when I was painting because I moved everything into the middle. And so we've used the guest room. We've used my office here, my podcasting office, to put everything in. So what I want to do is show you guys and the podcast
Oh my
is that
God.
everything
Hey,
is
I know
in here.
your whole life.
Yeah, everywhere.
Fantastic.
Cool what you
Fan-
do there. Look at that.
So
Technology.
yeah. Anyway, so that's what's happening
Very
here.
exciting. Very exciting. Bob, what's going on in your neck of the woods?
Well, we had a tourist attraction happen today in Southern California.
Okay.
It's called a day of rain, and
Oh,
we don't see rain here.
A tourist attraction. That was good.
Yeah, we're all excited and we're happy for the tourists.
Did everybody get their umbrellas out and all excited?
Well, we're all excited. No, none of us could find umbrellas, and you know what happens? It's so infrequent, and so that, and we know the tourists want they want earthquake or rain. I mean, not a bad earthquake. All the tourists want an earthquake, so but they want the kind where they have to be told it's an earthquake. Because if hey, that was an earthquake. Oh, what? That's not a real bad earthquake. You know when it's an earthquake and it's bad. So,
yeah.
Look,
But
the tourist-
that rain can be very bad for the fires and
well,
all the
yes,
yeah.
you know what happened. So 1.5 inches is dropping on us because in California we need to get it all at once. It's not going to come in for about 3 hours and then the storm's gone.
You know why?
It has to happen all day.
No, because it never rains in California.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
that's true.
Okay, so that's what you're doing. Okay, what am I doing?
What are you doing, Susan?
Oh, thank you for asking. Nothing. No, that's not true. What I am doing is getting Russ prepared for a 2.5 to 3 week tour in France that has his mind reeling. I am preparing to go to Los Angeles to do the Wild Honey Autism Benefit Tribute Warren Zevon featuring Jordan Zevon, Jorge Calderon, and Mr. Jackson Brown, our friend. And
That's coming.
Jackson's going to play it. I'm singing Mohammed's Radio because remember I recorded Warren's song.
Yeah.
And who's doing Poor Pitiful Me?
Don't know. And hoping whoever it is gets sick so I can sub.
That's a good one.
I asked for, look, I had to take Mohammed's because it belonged to me because I have my recording history with it. So that belongs to me. So, but what I really wanted was Poor.
And is he in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
I think that David Letterman is inducting him.
And I'm going, okay, Werewolves of London, Poor Pitiful Me, Mohammed's Radio. Give me two more real fast.
Hold on.
Werewolves of London.
No, I said that one first.
Oh,
Poor
there's
Pitiful
not
Me.
many more.
Werewolf-
Warren's
Poor Pitiful Me and Mohammed's Radio.
Wait,
Yeah.
no, Linda has another one. My brain is reeling.
Okay, not big enough for Hall of Fame for me. Sorry.
All right, Warren, the heck with you with the Hall of Fame, bro.
Hall of Fame, I'm done with them.
Come, well, yeah. Okay, Kaylin.
They were never, of course, I never had them on a hook to be done with me. So I guess it's not fair to be done with
Oh,
them.
Polly.
Oh no, I'm just doing.
Oh,
hand
no,
signals.
that's Kaylin. Howard Kaylin all the way.
No, but having said that, here's where we diverge, Howard and I. If the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame came to me or us, in fact, any kind of thing like that, I would respect it and go and accept and be a good guy about
Never
it.
like, yes.
Politicize it or say, no, unless the Turtles go in, I'm not coming.
No. I know. We are not those people, but and God bless the people who are those people. Speaking of old Brandon.
Oh, I love it. Take a stand because they do that for the rest of us.
Listen, when I'm with Jackson, guys, I'm going to do it. I'm going to say, Jackson, please be on our podcast. I'll be right there with him. So wish me luck. I know it's a big one.
I know it is.
And I never do business. We don't mix business and family, you guys. We never really have.
Maybe we could open up for him.
Like I said, we never mix family and business, guys. We never have. But I will ask him to be on our podcast. What, Bob?
Yeah, he kind of goes with James Taylor for opening act, but that's okay. But
no, Paul wants us to open for him, not him to open for us.
I know, but that's his level.
That's his level.
Those two went out together, but that's true. And Susan, if you get to that point and you go,
I'll be with them. So
and you go, I can't. Then don't worry about it.
I know, but I'll be with him. So I'm going to be all like, dude, I have to ask you this, even though I think I know the answer for whatever dumb reason you're going to give me. But I think I have to do it. How can I not if I'm right there with him? But we'll just see how it goes.
Could you share where that's going to be this year? Because it went from El Portal to Alex, and I think it's somewhere else and now.
Oh, and before the end of this podcast, thank you. I will, because it has moved, and I am not privy to. I haven't memorized it yet, but that's a good question just for me to be judicious.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Susan pulling up to the Alex Theater.
Yeah, where is everybody?
What happened?
Oh, dude, that would not be good.
That'd be so Cowsill 25.
That guy at our concert, that guy that came to our concert, like, where is everybody?
Yeah, that's funny.
So that's what's going on over here, getting ready for that. And then I'm heading to Yosemite, where I hear there is toilet paper. But I would like to say one thing about shutdowns, and this is all I'm going to say. As far as the national park goes, it does not affect us, guys. The national park is still there. You can drive through. You don't got to pay, for God's sake. It's free this week. What are you all? Everybody's like, what are you going to do if you get up there and there's no toilet? I'm like, I'm going frickin' camping. Now, I happen to be.
Okay. There's a positive on the shutdown. Yes,
that's it. Let's just move along.
It did affect Yosemite, but it took out the job of the ticket taker.
And the toilet, the shower cleaner. Go ahead, Paul.
Well, to both of your points,
I'm going to find out the theater.
I had a great morning. I got up early and then I headed to Redmond to the airport. So I had made myself an appointment to get my TSA pre-board number and get that handled. And it was great. So I drove there. But to you guys' point, on my way there, I was thinking, gosh, I wonder if that might have been canceled, and I'm driving an hour and
anything associated could have been.
Yeah. I mean, I'm an hour and 10 minutes to get there. So I got a lot of time to think about it. And I thought, well, I'll just go. And if it's so, then it's so. I don't, whatever, but it wasn't.
Okay, let's pause because we're going back to you because you have to give us your story. But I would like to interject that the Warren Zevon Tribute, the Wild Honey Benefit 2025, will be held Friday, October 24th at the United Theater, downtown LA.
Oh, that's a big difference, yeah.
United Theater, downtown Los Angeles. Okay, go ahead, Polly.
Well, let me also interject one thing, then Paul's going to finish his story. For those of you, because we read info at Cowsills.com where you can send us information. And this is to answer one of the questions we got. We do actually discuss politics. We just discussed the government breakdown. Go, Paul.
That was it.
And so, yes, and I'm happy to say that it did not affect my TSA pre-board appointment. And I got there, and when you go into the airport, you just always do one thing. So it was odd to be there looking for a specific room and all this kind of stuff. But man, I got there, and the pre-TSA signage was up beautifully, and I went down, and then I put my head in this room where it said the arrow was that's the room, and there were about 10 people in there. And I leaned in, and it was like these people were workers of the airport. And the lady goes, "Can I help you?" I go, "Oh, I was just wondering, is this where TSA pre-board? Is it happening?" She goes, "Yes, it's happening at 9. And so if you could just go out and just hang on for a minute." And I went, "Oh, no problem. I'm just happy to see it's open." And she goes, "Oh, yeah." And so I go, "Well, thanks." And then she goes, "Hey, you have an appointment, don't you?" And I said yes because I had filled a bunch of stuff out. I don't really remember sending anything, but I do remember somebody telling
I'm
me on
here.
my computer, 9 o'clock is your appointment. So I just went, yeah, oh yeah, I got an appointment online. And she goes, "Okay, we'll be with you." And so then they all left, and then the gal that was going to do the room, and there were a couple of people came up. A couple of people came up, and they said, "Oh, is there walkthrough? Can I just walk up? Is it a walk up situation
Walk in.
today?"
Yeah, walk up.
Walk in, and she said, "No, it's
Oh,
all appointments, all appointments." So
yeah.
now I'm thinking, "Oh my God, okay," because I really did get an appointment paper from them,
Hey,
and so anyway,
So you
so I
did.
went out and I sat down, and the lady got up, and it was like 10 of, and there was people getting there, and I'm thinking, well, do I put my bag on the table right outside to show that I am first? And so anyway, the
Without
lady
an
came
appointment.
out. Yeah, and the lady came out, and so she goes, "Well, I'll be right back." And so she went to the bathroom. And then when she came out of the bathroom, I just was sitting there and looking at her, and she looked at me and she goes, "Come on in." And I went, "Oh, okay." Man, I get in there. She goes, "You got your passport?" I gave her my passport. She went ahead and, shot the passport. She shot both thumbs, and then four fingers, for the back, the back check. And, and then, yeah, and that was it. And then she took a picture, no hat, no glasses. And then she goes, "You got any questions for me?" I go, "Well, so will I get a card or something?" She goes, "No. When you're booking your flight, there'll be a KTN number, and you're going to put your number in there. And so that's this number. It's known travel number or something."
yep,
And
yep.
so I'll put that in there, and it'll happen. She goes 2 to 5 days to
Wow.
get this.
It's been
So
2 weeks, but that's
that
excellent.
sounds wild. So anyway, so that was like so smooth, and I was in and out before 9. She
That's
took me
amazing.
in at like 10 of it. It was so quick, and I was really glad I got it done.
I'll tell you, once you put in that known traveler number in your record, and it's going to
You
pop in
feel good, huh?
each time. This, this is from experience, and I just want to add to this. This is going to change your traveling life, okay? Because what I learned when I got it was that pre-TSA known traveler number is it's like when I'm on the freeway and no one's in the diamond lane. Where's
Yeah,
everyone? That's so worth it.
yeah.
It's like over there,
You
when you
guys.
go to the airport, hold on, when you go
I'm
to the
sorry.
airport, you are going to be shocked how many times you have pre-TSA because of that and are walk up there and there's no one there. Because people aren't going to pay the whatever it is for however many years. You know how people are, and I get that.
$76, 76.
5 years,
Yeah,
I
That's a
think so.
really good deal. Give me a
It used to
break.
yeah,
be
yeah.
a lot for 1 year, but
Look at
anyway, it's
But
going
let
to
me,
change
I
everything.
have questions.
Well, while you think of your question, so the
I
interesting thing
have
that
it.
got me to go on this thing was my last airport run. I was thinking I was so cool because I didn't have any luggage, so I didn't have to check any luggage. So I bypassed all of that. So I'm going up the escalator, and I go by and I see a sign that says TSA pre. That's the place to stop. And there was nobody there. There was this guy wandering up, and then this. So but I'm not that. So I'm looking just to get in line to get through TSA. And the lady, I turned and she barked at me because I stopped and was looking at the room. She goes, "You're coming this way." Guys, I went down and up and down and way into another terminal, this line for TSA. And it was endless. And
What?
then about 4 times because I kept looping. I'd get here and go back. I kept seeing the pre-TSA booth. Nobody there. And I still have 4 more circles to make of Disneyland. You
The
know,
Disneyland ride. Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely.
So that's what really got me to make the appointment and drive to the airport and get her done.
Okay. I have, this is going to make everybody super happy because it's a really good podcast fodder. And I've thought about telling this story at the end, but I have questions and I'm just going to go ahead and do it right now because it's good stuff. So Polly and Bob, when you go to your quote unquote pre-TSA place, is it called Global Entry? Or is it called pre-TSA thing?
TSA pre.
And that's the name of the door on the where you're headed.
Yep.
Okay. Interesting.
I think Global Entry is a line like clear. Where
yes.
I think it's another system.
Okay.
Is what I believe. Yeah. But I could
okay, because I'm going to tell you why.
Could be the same name for a different name for the same thing. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I being a painfully honest person, am choosing to tell this story to show, well, I don't know even what, just to show what a wacky place I live in and how obviously there's more than one clearance organization is what I'm discovering. So I'm going to go where Russ went here in New Orleans. It's called Global Entry. I've already been and done this. I've got a story to tell. So I go, Paul, I drive to the airport. I go to the airport not to leave on a plane. I too go, wow, this is so odd. I'm walking through my airport looking for this place called Global
Yes,
Entry.
yes.
So I go through it and I have an appointment. All is well. Russ has done this for me. This is how Russ did it. It took about 2 years, but that's what he did. So I go in, I do, I talk, I say, I show, I leave. We'll get back to you. This is where it gets good. I get a phone call about 2 weeks later. Yes, is this Miss Susan Cowsills Broussard? Yeah, it is. And I don't even know why I answered because I'm sure it wasn't a number I recognized, but there I was. Yeah, this is so-and-so from blah, 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 customs department, customs calling, or customs or something like that. And I'm like, hey, customs. I'm like, what they find? Anyway, yeah, we're calling about your Global Entry application. I'm like, okay. Whoa. Okay. We see on your record you have 1 DUI dating back to 1996. I go, yeah. Yeah, the divorce here. Oh, yeah. Oh, Labor Day weekend. Yep. How could I ever forget the biggest nightmare of my life? What about it? I go, I got thrown out. It was Labor Day weekend. Anyway, what? Sorry, man, but there's no conclusion to that on this record here. And he's talking to me like this. I'm 66. You can't scare me, people. I could go, somebody could be taking me to jail now. And I'd be like, what are we having for lunch? I don't care. So anyway, and this guy is like, and I'm like, what? I go, it didn't get, no, I live in New Orleans, Louisiana, Castee people. And I had a friend lawyer, I don't know people, I was new in town. I was like, I'll take care of it. Thanks very much. And so long story short, he goes, you need to show proof that this was taken care of. You cannot, and he's trying to act all heavy. I go, I said, okay, well, I live in New Orleans. I said, so that could be tricky. Because I didn't care. And he was trying to scare me and I didn't appreciate it. Yeah. And I said, so I tell you what. He goes, well, I'm going to tell you what. And he said it like that. He goes, I'm going to give you 30 days. And I went, okay, yay, in my head.
You're sending me to prison?
Oh, he was so hilarious. He was trying to see this is customs and you are. And I'm like, hey, I'm just trying to get on a plane quicker. Oh, yeah. You know what I mean? I can just wait in line. I don't need you in my life. I don't need to go prove anything to anybody. However, so I call my lawyer, buddy. I think he's retired. We're talking, this is like almost 30 years ago, guys. And Rob goes, I go, dude, so like I'm trying to get, pre-TSA and I went to Global Life and here's what they told me. And he goes, well, girl, I can't say I honestly remember. He goes, but maybe we just better leave that alone. And I go, Rob, did you get my ticket fixed or was it thrown out? And we're sitting there trying to remember something that had like almost really. We're laughing so hard. Now he goes, well, what are you going to do? And I went, I'm like, geez, I don't know. And so I just sat on it because I don't care right now. And then, and you guys, and so you're telling your story, Paulie, and your place is called pre-TSA. And I'm like,
TSA pre.
Thank you. So now I'm going to look that up. And I don't know where Row went, global, blah. I'm going to try, I'd rather do that than try and track down my one,
Yeah.
crime against the world from my,
And it can have, you can do it all online.
No, you
Oh,
can. You're talking to your sister.
well, I mean,
No,
Oh,
it's
you
pretty
gotta go,
simple.
but
I
you
can
gotta go
get
down, Paul.
somebody to look at it for me.
Yeah.
What am I looking at
Wait, but
online?
Paul, didn't you have to go down? You didn't do yours online?
I did my application, everything online, except what happened
When you
today,
go
which
down,
is the
right?
picture, the fingerprints.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny though, y'all? And this
That
guy's all trying to heavy
is.
me out.
Oh
I'm
my
calling you from
gosh.
U.S. Customs. That's what he said.
Oh, okay.
U.S.
Because you know
Customs.
what you could have said to him? You could have said to him, well, gee, I go to Canada all the time.
I've never heard anything about it, guys. And I thought we'd hear it there and
Right.
I'd just be, it's done. It's
Yeah.
over. It got thrown out. What do you want? I
Right.
wasn't worried.
Well, here's the deal. So when I did the pre-TSA, I mean, the whole thing is the reason it takes not 2 weeks anymore, clearly, Paul, but it took 2 weeks for me, is the background check. Okay.
Right.
So they're going to do a background check. Now,
Right.
look, I know my background, but I got to tell you, my personality kicks in sometimes. And yeah, I go, it's like when the cop is, I haven't had this happen a long time, but anytime a cop got behind me, I kept thinking, oh my God, what is there anything in my history? You question everything.
Even when you know you're perfectly fine.
And to me, like, this isn't a background check. This is a serious background check. And I'm like,
Yeah.
God, what
Yeah.
if, like, I don't know what happened.
What if I did something 45 years ago I completely shut out because it was
All right.
too traumatic?
Worse.
Well,
I didn't, or they think I did. Look, I didn't know what this was going to unpeel.
Right. All of a sudden, you're a mistaken identity guy and you're going to jail.
It was okay, but it reminded me of the 2 weeks I had to wait for a prostate MRI result. It's the same kind of 2 weeks. I go, oh man.
Yeah, well, your punk sister.
I hope maybe Dad did something, and I got to answer for it. Man, I was a little nervous.
That's so funny. I didn't think anything about it.
Well,
and
yeah,
like
and
you
I
say,
always
I've been
think
to Canada.
I always think about my FBI oil rig deal, and I always
Sure.
think that's going to be
Stuff
around.
like
But
that. Yeah.
since I took Drew to science camp, which I know was a long time ago, but it was after the whole drill ship stuff, I had to do that to take him to sixth grade, science camp, camping out and whatnot. So I know my background check is always going to be good.
Yeah. But I just don't like the government poking around on anything about me. It makes me comfortable because they can make things up and put you away forever. So anyway.
I hear you. And it's so funny because that didn't occur to me at all. I just don't think like that. And then this guy calls me and I just want to kind of get up in his grill instead of do what he wanted me to do, which was cower and worry and get all freaked out. I'm like, why are you even talking to me like this? It's none of your business if that happened. If you're just delivering information, why do you talk like the guy on Dragnet?
I love that. I love that though. That's pretty cool.
Anyway, I had to. It was just too good. I was gonna, once I got my TSA, I was gonna roll out the whole thing, but this is
right.
Plus, we need some.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I can't wait for Paul to fly next time. And he kind of looks at everyone in that line because at LAX, they now separate pre-TSA from the norm. They go upstairs and go up way up and go another whole way, man. It's like crazy.
Yeah.
But
good fun.
Hey, by the way, everyone who listens to this and watches us, we realized only after our wonderful interview with Johnny Whitaker that was an hour and 50 minutes.
Yes.
We could have part one, part two that if we were paying attention.
That was crazy.
But I wasn't. And I thought, well, people can just listen half and go there. But man, he was some story. I got to tell you. And
it was awesome.
The thing about this podcast is finding out like everyone's got a story. I mean, it's unbelievable.
But a story beyond what you think. That's the thing. It's like what it is we get the human behind their story and how it affected them, how they reacted to it, what it meant to them, what didn't mean something to them. You know what I mean? Like, okay, so the history is, he's Jody. The history is he's Tom Sawyer, all those things. But how was it? Who was it? And when he tells I don't know, man. It was awesome.
It was awesome. Now we are going to have Mark Lester. We've been talking about Mark. Mark's in Italy, and we
I'm gonna try and not sit like this.
yeah, we communicated yesterday, and we're going. Can I warn Mark that one of us is a big fan? No,
I think you better.
so he's going to the UK next. There's a 9-hour difference. We're going to work it out with Mark.
You
Okay,
need to tell him.
but he really wants to do it. We keep going after it.
You need to tell him. Because I mean, this is 16 magazine information. I dumped Davey publicly for Mark because it just seemed like the thing he got married to that chick and had the baby, and I couldn't handle it. And I literally told the new magazines I wanted the magazines to know, because I wanted Mark to read them and see that I liked him, because he's in them and I'm in them. It was like early, like online dating hopefulness on my part.
Yeah,
Those are real serious guys.
that's funny.
It's pretty cute.
It's good. And the only thing I told him was that
True.
he wants to look at anything, to go ahead and see Susan Cowsills singing "Where Is Love" on Hugh Hefner's Playboy After Dark TV show. And I told him, now explain the second half of what I just said later, but go check it out. Why were we there?
Is that a song Mark Lester sang in Oliver? I don't recall.
Well, it was a song Oliver sang, but it turned out it was recorded by a young lady, according to Bob's history.
We'll talk to Mark about it. Now, yes, Paul, in the movie, Mark is there singing it and we're watching.
Because he misses his mommy, because he got adopted by the coroner people. He was going to become the little boy in the front of the, he went from the poorhouse for asking for gruel, and they sold him to the mortician. And he's down in this basement, which is his new bedroom, and he's singing to his mommy.
Oh,
he was
yeah.
a singer. And so we're going to hear about how they handled that, with the girl.
It's precious. You should go watch that clip. When you look at him, he is about as precious as a child star actor.
Oh, God. Yeah, I remember it.
Little watery eyes and peach little lips, his little British face.
He's a cherub. And it'll be fun to talk to him. And, we'll let Susan and Mark entertain you. Paul and I, we loved Oliver, but we're into Bill Sykes, and we're into
and also he's got other movies, and I can speak to them all. Run Wild, Run Free, guys.
We should have Jack Wild on.
Run Wild, Run Free was about a boy and his horse. I mean, what in the world would I not want that? That was everything for me. And he lived alone with this horse, and I'm like, come pick me up, bro.
By the way, Oliver, 1969. In 1971, 2 years later, you'll see it in the research, Mark Lester and Jack Wild did a movie together. And so I'm going to go check that out. I can send you a link to it. Yes, they had a movie together 2 years later in a movie.
Wow.
What's the name of it? My phone's in the other room, but you can look it up. 1971 Mark Lester, Jack Wild film. And they had a film, and they worked together.
Yeah, Bee Gees did the soundtrack.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Melody Fair. Are you talking about Melody Fair?
No, I can't remember the name of.
That's it. It's him and Jack. Him and Jack are they're best friends at an all boys school, and they meet this beautiful girl, and the three of them become best friends. But of course, the boys are in love with her. And the Bee Gees do the music. It's quite epic. I'm telling you guys. Whoever his person was really like, whoever he got his movies through, they spoke to us. They spoke to the
Jack Wild and Mark Lester,
his audience. And Run Wild, Run Free, a boy and his horse. He would be bareback on a horse. I'm like, and where am I? I'm living at Santa Monica House or Glendale. I'll just tell the casties. Okay. And then one time, and I believe he became a veterinarian. I'm not sure. Mark Lester.
Really?
And yes, he quit the business. I don't know when. And he went and he got married, had a family, became a vet or a doctor. Yeah. Oh. Cool guy. He's just of course I was in love with him. So I will always see him through those peach colored glasses, but
yeah, he
really seemed like a cool guy, that he just was a regular guy who happened to be an actor kid. And, he even, I don't know, his acting is pretty reluctant. He's this very shy little guy. Oh, he's precious, Paul. He could have been your brother-in-law. I don't know where Bob went. Yeah, right. But you might want to let him know, Bob. You might want to let him know about me.
Oh yeah, that'll be fun. Are you kidding? I think that's awesome.
Yeah, it's
There he
pretty real.
is.
What are you showing there? I know. I looked him up. He's adorable. I'll take him. Just it's okay. I don't care. It's just not what it's. He's so beautiful.
You
He
can see
now
him in there.
find him as little Oliver. Oh,
You can see him in there.
oh yeah.
Oh no, I
Oh yeah.
you
Oh,
can
and he
see
has this
what I mean.
long curly hair like Russ.
Long, beautiful hair.
So
All right,
cute.
moving on.
Listen, Savannah
Okay.
would like to come on the podcast and do her knotted polka dotted for us one afternoon. Are we down with that?
Let's do it.
Yes,
Okay.
it turns.
All right.
Cocaine drains out, everybody. You know that. We know it. We don't like the gray cover.
Charcoal drain.
It should have been pitch black like we wanted, but that's okay. I'll get over that. I haven't yet because I just brought it up again.
What were the king and queen
Yeah.
getting over everything?
There you go.
You know, I want to let everybody out there know. So it is out, and you guys that get it, you know, and listen to it, you go, oh wow, check this out. This is pretty good, or you know, however you do that. And right then, you know, you can just like not do anything, or you could share it with somebody. Because I noticed Tessa, she loved it. She sent it to her friends, and it's like all these tentacles out there of saw it happen, you know, and so
Like the Breck girls.
all of her friends
One tells
picked it
a
up
friend and
you
they
know,
tell
went
two
on their
friends.
Spotify and did
Yep.
this and that. And so everybody out there, do that. Send it to your friends and
Yeah, we're
get
still
them
making
involved.
money. Ain't nobody retiring over here.
Yeah,
Right.
we don't care. We're not making
No.
any money anyway on this stuff.
No.
We never do.
But I saw somebody that said, oh yeah, I sent it to all my friends, who then sent it to all their friends.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
it
and
can
now
be-
you're exponentially I saw it just two levels is
What
all
do
I
they call
saw.
that? A ground.
I was
something.
told.
Yeah.
And if you
Elisa
want-
told me.
if you want to read about cocaine drain and the reaction, you just go up into the field, put in the Cowsills cocaine drain. You can start reading really interesting articles about the reaction to it and people's thoughts about it. You know, they said that one person thought it was like Linda Ronstadt meets Fleetwood Mac. Now, we will admit to all of you that Cocaine Drain, unlike Global, is kind of a timepiece. It's a 70s album. It sounds it's influenced.
It really does.
It really does.
That semi-disco beat on I Will Always. Boom, boom,
It's just great. I Will Always is great. And
Oh my gosh.
and
Yeah.
Paul and I are really not taking any vocal chops on that album. We gave it all to John, the bridge and Getting Ready and the harmony and Give Me a Chance. John was our guy singer at the time. He was. And Paul and I were, actually, Paul, I thought about that. I'll say this. Paul and I, now, as musicians, we're all over this album. You know this. We're the band. Oh. And Paul and I, well, John, you sing it. Paul and I are dealing with Chuck Plotkin. Paul and I are in school. Paul and I have other things on our mind than, do you want to sing this? Sing it. I want to learn how to play it. You know, so it's a whole different experience for me and Paul back then. That's what I feel anyway. You agree with that? I mean, I feel that.
Yeah, I mean, we were very busy and you know, actually, I loved the whole concept actually
And you
while it was
guys.
coming down on us. Susan,
Yeah, and
man,
we were
I've got to
also
tell you, I listened to some of those songs because it's in my car. And you know, so man, when I'm in my rig, man,
I
that
don't
thing
have
is
a CD
blasting.
player.
That's where to
And
live.
man, Susan, you sang your ass off on that. I mean, it is an incredible lead vocals, you know,
Thank
plethora
you.
of wonderment
you.
and
Thank you.
wonderfulness.
It's like
It's just-
16 she said to me's. You know what I mean? It's like, holy mackerel.
Yeah.
Look at, I was
But
18 years old. I had all the energy a human being could possibly have, and every inch of emotion to go with it.
Yeah. You could hear the song emotion through you singing the lyrics.
Yeah,
And this is, now remember, we're all in school. Susan's in school too, okay? Because I remember when it came time for lead vocals on Cocaine Drain album, pretty much me and Paul and John and Barry and Dennis, we were kind of dismissed, and Chuck and Susan went to work, okay? This is true, right? Am I right about that?
Oh, absolutely. I owe a lot to that cat about the whole process, man.
Chuck and
I
Susan,
became the chick singer I was through Chuck.
he knew how to, we give him a lot of credit. I mean, yes, Susan, great job. Chuck, great job too, because we're novices at the time.
For real, because without Chuck guiding that,
Yeah.
because look, you guys, pretend it was like we were starting over, even though musically, there's so much time that goes by, and when we reapproach the bench, it's like all the songs music was different, so we had to learn that, and that's what we were doing, and we were young, and we weren't the Cowsills. We were just Bob, Paul, Susan, John Barry, bleh, walking around LA going, we're musicians. This is what we do. We better get our shit together, you know?
Yeah. And we were learning
how to get a job, for God's sake.
Yeah, we were learning how to be a recorded band.
Right.
And we did a great job. I can say this because I'm old, but like you say, Paul, when you hear it and you haven't for a long, long, long time, you do go, man, okay. That was pretty good.
I haven't listened yet. I don't have a CD player anywhere in my world yet.
Susan, you can find any one of those songs online and just listen to it.
Oh, I know, but I want to hear it. I want to hear it go through.
Yeah, no, the record's good. The record's great.
So I want to hear it. I want to hear it like
that. One of the reasons it's better than, we all remember the scratch poppy acetate.
One we had, yes.
But I have to say, Michael Graves is the mastering engineer. The guy's a Grammy winner, okay? And he mastered this reissue of the Cocaine Drain album, and he did a great job. So he took something.
Do you think he's related to Peter Graves?
Let me think about that.
Industry possible.
MNOP is only 3 letters away. I'm sure he is.
It's the same.
Yeah. Michael to Peter. Anyway.
Who was Mr. Phelps in Mission Impossible, for all you people whose brains are going, wait, why do I know that name?
Peter Graves. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
If he would accept the offer. So we got that going. we're thrilled it's out. Why wouldn't we be? You know, we have good news. The acapella project is going to happen. Probably
it's been greenlighted.
Greenlit. You know our guy Rock, our executive producer of the podcast, and we got another year of that. Thanks, Rock. And
thank you, Rock.
Yeah, and
thank you, Rock.
And here's the deal. What we're going to do, I don't know if we told this anyone, but we're going to go back into the studio and pick a song from Rhythm of the World, Global, Cocaine Drain album, and acapella those suckers. We're
add them to them.
We are discussing, and feel free, info@cowsills.com, if you have an opinion about what you might want to hear from us out of those albums. We're not going to commit to it if we decide something else, but we love suggestions. Oh, do this one acapella, do that acapella.
Yeah, that's fun.
And then we're going to have to name the thing. We could keep it Dockside Silhouettes. I thought Voices was a good name. But
oh my gosh, whoa.
What?
That's it.
What?
That's a beautiful name for a record. Voices, the Cowsills.
Yeah.
I got chills. Sorry.
So
I would have gotten them, but I got my sweatshirt on.
I got them. It's done. Voices. That's beautiful.
Call it Voices. Okay, that's good.
I want an album called Voices, guys. That's just, whoa, we keep getting them.
Okay, but you roll around things,
that says everything.
Yeah,
all we are is voices.
We don't know when that's going to be. We are very busy. We are coming.
Yeah, what are we doing?
Near you, and this trio swing is getting to be a pretty cool looking kind of thing.
Wick a tweet
for us as a band and as singers, and for the venues. This is a whole new ball game.
And tickets are going well.
Are they? Are you kidding? Oh, come on.
I'm not kidding.
On Halloween in New York, Manhattan, our trio tickets are going well.
Well, that was,
go ahead, Bob.
That was by Avenel, right? The Avenel Theater.
I just think that's lovely.
November 2nd in New Jersey is going well, and Port Washington Library on the 30th, and then Halloween on Times Square. Crazy.
Brilliant. Yes.
I would love to say if you came in an outfit, you get in free, but this is not a big place, so just wear your outfit.
I just can't believe we can make a night's work in the city around a holiday as us being the voices. I think it's
I think that would be. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is. Gotta remember to pack Halloween clothes, though. Oh, you're not. Well, anyway.
Well, I'm going to go as a side musician in the Johnny Cash band.
Okay, I think I can picture you. Oh, what are you going as?
No,
I am going to go as myself just 10 years ago.
Oh, well, we'll wait to see what that looks like, K-Everyone. That'll be kind of excited.
I have to share why.
Blue shirt, white tie.
I have to share why I am going to be what I am, because in the summer I settled down to one black outfit.
He
By
sure did.
mid-July, I'd had it with 3 shirts, 3 outfits, 3 pants. I'm done.
Done.
Black outfit. And Ron, whose last name is not to be mentioned,
Nor.
one day says, "Why are you wearing that every time?" And I told him, I said, "Because when I wear the other stuff, I feel like I'm an accountant that just got off work and made it to the gig just in the nick of time." And he goes, "Well, now you look like you're in Johnny Cash's band."
Cool.
At least I look like a musician.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that, Bob. I like that. So it
That's
really does
funny.
qualify as a costume.
You know, that was funny
Yeah.
when he said that, though. "No, you look like you're in, it's Johnny Cash's band."
Well, I'm not sure if I'm going to be Raggedy Ann or no, I'm just kidding. Would that be funny though? You guys are in your outfits, your regular clothes, and I'm like Raggedy Ann next to you.
Well, but what we could do, each one of us, somewhere between now and then, buy some funny mask.
Oh, I'm gonna have a song.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's open our minds. And now and then I feel
like
I'm
giving
giving
up.
up instead.
No, for real though, I of course am going to come in something festive. Please, you guys. I mean, I'll probably have some cat ears on or a witchy hat. Okay.
And you know, we want to develop this this reputation as a holiday band. So now we have a Christmas show coming in Tomball on December 15th. So you want to be in on that. And now we need to discuss December 28th, because we have heard from everybody. And this goes back to Troy in the Vogues in the summer asking me, "Hey, you guys playing with us in the association in December?" And I go, "Troy, I don't know what you're talking about." Okay. That was, and so what we found out, folks, at the Arcada Theater, December 28th, we found out that we were booked without us really being told. It's just a one-off fluke thing. Everyone was busy back in April. This was booked April 24th, we learned. And so at first, and the way we found out, check this out. This is great. So we're living our happy, carefree life. We're off the road. And Paul gets an email out of the blue asking for a room list for 21 rooms for the Cowsills on December 28th.
As we always have 21. Keep going.
And so Paul reaches out to Susan and I. We go, "Are you familiar with?" I said, I remember my answer to him was no, but let's take him and invite friends and family and have a party, whatever this is.
We don't really remember the 21, but if that's what it was, okay, we could turn this into a thing.
Yeah, that's funny.
So of course we email our agency Paradise to Bob, Bob Burke. "Bob, why is this place asking for a 21 room list? We don't have this on our calendar." And man, the fit hit the shan on the whole thing. Okay. Yeah, there's 21 rooms because there's 3 groups. There's 21 rooms because the Cowsills and the Vogues and the association have been booked at the Arcada Theater. If you look it up online, why would we? But I did. I went, "Oh, this is a big mistake." Because there we were, right? Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, I'll just caveat this.
Everyone was publicizing it. Everyone knew about it, but the Cowsills. But us.
So now on the 27th of December, whereupon I'd be waving goodbye to 3 out of 4 of my grandchildren and my daughter-in-law and son-in-law, saying bye after a very long week with them of wonderful family fun and festivality. And I was going to shut that door and go, "Oh, I'm going to kick my feet up." But instead, I will walk out that door with my family on the 27th of December and go to the damn airport with them and come to you guys.
And check it out. There's 3 full groups on this show, and we're getting like maybe 30, 40 minutes. So this is wacky. And it's okay. I mean, we did ask Paradise, do you
and
need
it's the full band.
Yeah.
By the
We
way.
need to get you out of this pickle you found yourself in. And they held their breath waiting for us to figure this out. And of course, you got to do your reach out. You got to do this, you got to do that. And on top of everything normal, any of us actually had the right to say, if you made some important plans, do not stress on this. You're going to be okay.
You even said, and if you just don't want to do it, because that's fair enough, it's Christmas.
Well, okay, I was a little harsh. I said, and if you don't even feel like doing it, then
I
don't.
thought it was awesome, man.
Okay. Well, we're doing it. So we're going to go there and give you our best. It's really the Happy Together show with about 3 other songs. So we're looking forward to
It'll
another
be fun.
seeing the guys, all the Vogue Association, and seeing Ron at the Arcada and the Onesti.
And having our band with us, actually, now that we know we're going, that's kind of cool.
It'll
Yeah.
be nice to see everybody. And that happened. So
Yep.
the answer to
See you there.
all the queries on info and in emails is yes. Oh, yes, we are booked December 28th at the Arcada Theater, rather than what the heck are you talking about?
Oh, and to even just add a visual and a graphic because it's the times. My husband sends, he looks it up on our myriad of calendars, and there it is, this pathetic looking thing, and it just says Cowsills ?
On what?
On our
that day?
calendar on that day, the 28th. Yeah, and we hadn't seen it. We don't think about it. And when those question marks don't get answered, they are just a nothing. I, of course, had never even seen it.
Yeah,
So my brain was like, I
familiar
thought we turned that down, and that was long ago.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't think we turned it down. I don't remember ever hearing about it.
But I love that
Right.
even more.
Well,
That's
and
more fun.
The other caveat to it all was actually that we were being booked by the Onesti brothers, but it wasn't this American Harmony thing. It was something else. And we were concerned that
Wild.
we were going in there alone to that gigantic theater. And what were they thinking? Where's, we're opening up for who? Oh, no, it's just you. And so we said, no, we're not doing that. And that happened back then.
Yeah, it was another December date, though, that was.
That's probably why
It was. Exactly. I got confused with all of it.
Man.
Ooh, Lordy.
It's like that. Yeah, anyone see that double play in the Seattle game on the baseball playoffs? Oh my God, it reminded me of that. Just chaos.
Oh, the bases loaded.
When it hit the wall and it hit the glove and hit the wall.
Is that us in a nutshell?
Every brain went south on the ball field.
Yes.
It was a great thing. It was a great thing.
Oh man, what a world, what a world.
Do they play tonight?
Yeah, 5:00. Just the Dodgers, Seattle, and
Man, I've been watching the Dodgers. I'm pulling for them. I got them down. I know all the players.
You know what? Mark's up there. This could be a win year. He might just be up there putting in like Mom did with the Sox.
On. Yeah,
I feel like Mom did that with the Sox. That's how I feel that went.
Yeah, they're pretty good, I gotta say.
Between her and Graham, and then McDermott was even in it. Like the Sox thing on Mommy's side started with the Irish lady, the McDermott lady. That's how long the Sox thing was with those chicks.
People have been not to us, but I've read this question over and over. When are you coming back to the Golden Nugget? Look, people expect our annual.
Wait a minute, we were just there.
People expect our annual return. So January 30th, we will be at the Golden Nugget again, guys. That's the end of you. But if you research the history, we really have been there in autumn. We've been there in spring. We've been there in winter.
Summer, winter, or fall.
Yeah.
No nugget, we won't leave you.
That may have been. No, I think It's May was my least favorite Camelot song. It went on and on in that movie, but everything went on in that movie.
Yeah, I didn't like the whole thing.
That movie needed an interview.
Wait, whoa. The world just slowed down, and look, for me, everything just went.
What did he say?
I think he said, yeah, he didn't like the whole thing. You mean Camelot?
No, I didn't like that whole scene of when May came and they're all prancing around with white stuff on. It was like,
I thought you didn't like Camelot anymore.
No, it was. I did not.
I'm with Paul. Can you end this, please, and get back?
Yeah, where's Lancelot?
They went. Look, even the finale of that, you guys. If you look at it again, it's so bum 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 bum, and it won't stop. It just won't stop, and then everybody's over it by the time they're done. I watched it recently.
Yes, very
good stuff, man. So what else?
We played.
What else? Yeah.
We were last at the casino, April 3rd.
Yeah, that's like yesterday.
April
3rd. Okay.
April, May, June, July, August, September, October. It's 6 months ago.
For the love of Pete. I feel like, but look, because we do it, like because we are kind of as a residency, I feel like we're there all the time now.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
No.
We won't be
Yeah.
seeing Becky Rossetti this time, y'all. No, Becky pushing us around. What's going on in here?
That's a friend of the family who has,
Yeah.
is what Susan's referencing. I'm sure you Indiana listeners probably don't know who Becky is, but
Yeah, but you know what? A lot of them do in Cowsill land. To be honest with you,
yeah.
Becky was on the Cowsill pages. To be honest, so they
Hey,
do.
did I read Freddie Johnson was opening for one of those Smithereen shows?
I think you
Yes.
did. I heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah, how cool is that?
It's very cool, and that's a good match. He's 80s McGraw. Oh, Freedy.
That's a pretty cool
Hey,
thing.
we need Freedy on and John D.
We had Freddie on. Hey, listen.
Oh, we need John D.
Look, we've been on the air so long we don't remember guests.
Listen, my favorite version is me and Tufano talking, and we're going back and forth texting. Oh, everything's so great, Bella.
That's
Hey,
not
let's
good.
get on that podcast. I say, okay, let's make it happen, and then we both go, wait a minute.
We did.
Yeah.
That's not a good thing.
No. That's happened to me a couple of times talking with people. And then going to Bob and go, man, Bob, we should have blah, blah, blah on. And Bob goes, we have. I went, fuck.
Maybe a little.
But Susan's the only one that experienced really telling the guests that we should have them on. The guest has to say, I did it. I guess that's very memorable, huh?
Yeah, no, but look, when I first asked Dennis, when I went, we need you on the podcast, he went, I need to be on it. I mean, he reacted immediately too, and then he went, wait a minute, Bella, I think we already did that. And I went, oh yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
Being late or mid-October, we thought we might be able to share Happy Together news with everybody, but not yet.
Yeah, it's not yet.
Not yet.
You know, it's
Not
a new
yet.
year. It's going to take not the trad October.
The winter meetings are underway. We've asked to be invited. They never invite us to the winter meetings. It's okay. Baseball keeps everyone out.
Winter meetings are Kalen Volman, him who will not be named, and those boys over there. But it ain't Volman no mo. He'll be running from upstairs. Kalen's still in. Kalen knows everything. He always tells me that.
But I wish we knew, because I can't wait to find out. And we don't even know if little Anthony's coming back yet, but we're gonna.
Kalen still wants to record.
We don't even know if we're coming back yet.
Oh, come on, Jack.
Well, we don't want to. But you can't act uppity, You can't. You got to play the game, especially out there. When you're out there, it's August. When you're out there in August, it's called poker face, baby. It's called poker face.
But I mean, it's funny because if you think about it, it's one day we're not going to be. 1 May, the bus will not be going.
All that sick in my stomach I get every spring. I get now when I think about that one day is going to come, and we'll adjust. But wow, I've never had a job this long. I've never had a job.
When I think of one day like that, I think this thing is getting bigger every year. We're going to jump from a bus tour to an airplane tour. We're going to be able to take flights because
better get my
so much money.
Worked out.
So much money. It's going to be unbelievable.
I like this. Where are we doing this?
Then I'm going to get my own bus.
Or that.
I'm going to get an Amish cart and horse, and you guys will just have to wait for me. Our touring will be 3 days apart because we have to wait for Susan and Russ to get here in the cart.
Yeah.
The very first summer, we did discuss driving. The three of us just kind of driving around the country. That sounded like such fun.
We would have done anything.
And then thank God, I think you guys probably went to the bus before me. That sounded pretty much horrific to me in the beginning. I love it now, but in the beginning,
we knew you didn't want a bus. We had to make it not happen.
And I think one of you said, well, let's just try the bus. And then once you did it, you can't think that you thought anything else. What were you? Crazy.
Yeah. Especially that you could pee on it.
That is it.
That was huge.
Yeah, look, we've all been held captive in cars, not being able to pee for days, I'd even say. And it's just no way to live.
I never thought of the bathroom situation. I always thought of how do you really how do you really navigate 12 people in a tube like that? And then you're going to find out it's easy. Because most summers you don't have 12. Even if you do,
Right.
it's easy. At 11 o'clock, everyone goes every which way but loose till show. And it's like, it's
Right.
just not what you think, you know?
Because it has a rhythm that works for the humans involved because they create it. People
I
go,
also-
go on purpose.
I also think the tour's gotten healthier. And this is why I measure how I measure that. In the early years, if anybody got a cold or if anybody got anything, it ripped through the camp. Lately, very healthy summers, nobody sick.
Good
True.
point.
The
Constitutions
That
are
is so
high.
true.
Wow. And we even had little Ray got one on the bus and none of us caught it. Not one of us.
Yeah.
It's been made. Now this could be happy together antibody buildup because it's us. And, oh, it's them again. Yeah, I recognize them, the germs, you know, like
Yeah, no, for sure.
let's go
We don't know
somewhere
our bios.
let's go somewhere.
Right. Yeah.
Anyway, so we're going to get into other gigs. I don't know if we have anything in February. I hope we'll get into these next year ones pretty good. I think that, oh, I know what. No, February. No, I don't know. Do we really have a month off? It won't be off. I'm telling you.
Well, no.
No, cutting room.
Thank you. That big weekend.
Thank you. The best ever.
February 20th is the podium in Rhode Island. February 21st is the cutting room in New York. And February 23rd is the Suffolk Theater Trio show on Long Island.
May I ask, Odium in Rhode Island, qu'est-ce que c'est?
It's a band gig with and we added
but Odium in Rhode Island. Is there an Odium in New York also?
No, that's called the
Iridium.
Odium Iridium.
Odium.
Yeah, that's so
Odium
cute.
Iridium. And actually the Smithereens just played at the Odium, the one in Rhode Island. Anyway, so we have a nice weekend there. I knew it wasn't empty. And then early March, we'll be at Hobby Grace. We'll talk about that more.
Hobbity.
The cruise, the Flower Power Cruise is late March, early April.
My personal favorite.
Susan's personal favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the cruise is on the 28th, right? The 28th.
To the 4th of April. And Susan, that's only Susan's favorite because Branson became a one-off. Just saying that, because that was the most amazing to me. But anyway.
That's the most amazing to all of us.
Love it. Abbey Road on the River in May is that Beatle Festival that we went to. There's still footage from us from whatever year we did it, 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
I am on the Big Easy. I should say that also.
Susan's promoting her own booking of herself and we found that out about seeing the publicity.
No, you didn't. You knew I was on that.
Yeah, no,
when is that?
Huh? January, right? When?
I think it's January.
Come on, yeah, promote yourself. January. What?
Okay, well, it's done.
No,
now,
I'm sorry. What's it called? The Big Easy.
It's just the one of the Star Vista cruises.
I know, but the name of the cruise,
Big Easy Cruise. It's the New Orleans cruise that Russ played on last year, and
I want to know. I want to share to all the non-New Orleans, there will be normal food on that cruise. Don't worry.
That is correct.
It's not crawfish, mass murder events going on like we know about with New Orleans and how they do.
No mass murder crossovers.
Strange
nothing but
from
good
there.
food. Yeah.
Cannot unsee this man in New Orleans picking up this huge thing with live crawfish in it. Dumping it into boiling water. Instant death.
But they don't do that on the boat. They don't do it on the ship. They don't.
No. I think they do. They don't have an audience for it.
No, they can't. It would never work. We were told by the chefy guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they cannot. It's just like their kitchens won't handle.
Anyway,
well, and you need to eat 30 to 40 of those things before you even feel like you've got a jumbo shrimp.
Yeah, I don't think there's actual just crawfish even on it. It's crawfish this, crawfish that, which you can incorporate, bring on.
You know the episode I'm referencing in New Orleans, where we saw this for the first time, can't unsee. How do you unsee mass murder, right? And I'm going, we're the environmentalists. Every life means something.
I don't know, but their grandparents are in Maine with the lobsters.
Well, and look, I know they do the same thing with and look, I can't even walk into a restaurant and watch a live lobster. They think I want to pick out to kill to eat.
I can't either. I can't either. If I'm having lobster, I cannot see that thing
And
before
I
I'm
know the
eating it.
chicken I love so much used to have a head and all that goes along with what we do accept. You know, I get it. So I guess a little hypocrisy, maybe. I don't know, but that's an issue. Yeah.
That's funny.
Then, after
That is
Abbey
funny.
Road on the River is the Happy Together tour.
Yep.
And then
I
there's
mean,
2 gigs in September we don't have to talk about yet, but yeah, Happy Together is coming at us again.
Wild.
And it's going to be a lot of fun. You all know Mark Volman has passed, and Howard's in Palm Springs managing his life. And so we're all having fun kind of conversation. Not fun, but what do you do? What do you do with the song Happy Together? You know, because Mark's gone. That's so significant to us. It's like, what do we do with this song? But once you get your head back on and get, okay, life happens, and you just start thinking, well, you honor people now with it, or you do, your whole attitude shifts. We do it all for Mark and Howard. We do
Absolutely.
all kinds of fun ideas coming out where maybe we all come out and share a verse, or maybe it's the same finale as always. I don't know. It just
the signage will be changing, I think,
Yeah.
a little bit. There's going to be a few
You
kind
mean
of
like
things
what we're
happening.
called?
This isn't going to be a Turtles tour,
Right.
actually, anymore.
Might just be the Happy Together tour.
Yes.
Period.
It'll be happy HTT, baby.
Yeah,
and you know, we'll get Shadow Stevens. He doesn't have to say, "My friends, the Turtles." This is now the music of the Turtles, okay? Because that's what drives this tour is our music, not old people. So we're going to be okay. We're going to figure out how to honor Mark and Howard this coming summer. I'm certain of that. Like I say,
And
winter meetings. So
and they're still going to have 6 top acts doing their top songs.
Yes.
So regardless of how it changes, they're still going to be hearing 28, so to speak, top
they
5s.
are.
You know, every song is going to be there. So
and one of
they'll
the
come.
rumors, there are summer rumors about August. You start hearing the rumblings, folks. One of the rumors is that maybe even more than 6 groups, and we go, okay, how does that work? But you
junk bunks, bye-bye.
It's fun to slice and dice, you know.
Yeah.
Bye-bye, junk bunk.
I don't know. It seems every summer more people want to drive. I don't know why.
Whoa, that's true.
The bus isn't for everyone.
You're right, Bob.
That's true.
That doesn't always translate into junk bunk.
That's absolutely true, because what happens is new people are going to see all these drivers and then the buses, and they're going to make a decision without experience under their belt to drive.
Yep.
And I got to explain one thing that worked out for me in the bus. When we first got on the buses, we knew we were on the bus with the tour manager, who I didn't know real well, Ron. I didn't know him real well. So to me, but it felt like Dad was on my bus. Okay. And that's just from my childhood. Okay. So I'm with Dad on the bus. He's the boss. And I go, why am I on the boss's bus? But I don't know anybody. But years later, we're finding out that this dad takes care of his kids. And now we find out, like, whoa, that's the bus I want to be on.
And this dad goes to bed early, and we can be as loud as we want and wake him up and forget to not talk, and everything we've ever done to that guy.
We almost tossed a serious mutiny on that guy and said, we're running the bus now. And we yelled it down the hallway. I remember Paul said, we're taking over, Ron.
He has never, he yelled at one person one time, and it was in the way back, and it was his own son, and it was for a very good reason. I think fire was involved, but he has never come out of that bunk and went, will you all shut the fuck up? Excuse me. I did not mean to say that, but it came out.
Wonderful guy. Yep.
And I'm like, we don't know what that means. Like Bob said, I never thought of it that way, but amen to that.
Well, I got to give him a big credit, because in the early year, I was one of the people Ron yelled at, because I thought it was a good idea before I knew road rules. We pulled up to a gas station, and I spotted a McDonald's. I said, well, this is a great opportunity. This is a big mistake. And so I met him on the way back, and he yelled at me pretty harshly. And then never again, because he realized, look, he's a gentle man. And he realized that he had me in front of him. and he learned about kind of my PTSD about getting yelled at as a kid. If you yell at me as an adult, I'm going to just withdraw, go in, and just curl up and be. I'm not going to face anybody. And I think we had about 3 days where we were rounding the wagon,
avoiding each other.
Yeah, avoiding each other. And then we made up, and never again, but I said, okay, haven't been on the road in ages, got to know the rules, got to learn the rules, got to follow
that same guy
rules, so there'll be chaos in the camp.
Same guy who was that guy with him spent the last, so we'll say 9, I guess that was the first couple of years. When he comes out in the morning, he gently pats Bob on the shoulder sometimes just to say good morning. He's like,
I have to say that he and I have, not like you and him, Paul. You guys go down there, you visit, you go out on his boat, and have a good, fun time. And he's that guy like we are at home,
Oh, yeah.
But you guys, you don't want his job on this tour.
You guys have a very sweet relationship, Paul.
You learn it. You learn about his job. And then you learn, how can I help this man? With this job he's got. He's dealing with 21 personalities.
Yeah.
And they're coming at you one after another. We're all sitting in a waiting room waiting for the guy, frankly.
So he meets me. I have enough trouble dealing with my own personality.
Oh, Lord, help us all.
I see him, what he does, and you learn to admire a guy like that, how he does it. And in the long run, it's just a beautiful thing. Yeah, to go through that kind of evolution. It was very new in life, later in life. It was cool,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So that's it. HPT. Well, guys,
we gave him the whole wrap up through the end of September, into September. And September is going to be a couple of shows in Maryland and West Virginia, guys. It's a trio, but with the band with Glenn Robbie, who was our musical director.
He's a sweetie pie. I love that guy.
With those bands. Glenn's awesome. And we're going to do 2 of those back to back on, I think, the 19th and 20th. We'll give you information. You can go to cowsills.com, the Facebook page, and all that business about where to find us. And that is for sure.
For sure.
And that's it. Yeah. So look for Lester by way of England or not.
Where are we next Tuesday, Bob and Susan and Paul?
I will be in Rochester, New York. I can do this from anywhere, of course.
I will be in Los Angeles with the same
Susan will be in Los Angeles.
I'll be on a phone, so I won't be able to see you guys unless one of you is talk. Oh, we can't do Mark Lester with me on a phone. Oh God, no.
Oh, well, we can easily. Yeah, easy. Hey, let's do Artie or some Artie Kornfeld.
Yeah, I can do Artie for days. He'll be on the thing the whole time because he'll be talking, telling his great stories.
Listen, we had Artie Kornfeld on twice, and man,
it's not enough.
If he can do it a third time, and he was so clear and understandable, and if his history is remarkable, he just wants to be taken through it, and we have more to add to his legacy for you. And we'll do that.
And it's funny, even as we've known Artie forever, but even as we've had him on our podcast, and then in between those times, he's kind of come out with a whole bunch of different stuff as he talks to Susan almost every morning. And so we didn't realize a lot of things about Artie Kornfeld that we're going to be able to get him to talk about. It'll get his mind off of the other deal when he's talking positive about Blondie and come on, Neil Young and come on.
Yeah, no,
I gotta know about that.
Well, he can't wait to tell us, and he's got Maureen ready to go. And he, yes, Paul, there's quite a bit of communication with Arthur, and but he has definitely shifted. He's shifted into how great it's going to be once we get back on the podcast. So we just got to get that going on.
That's okay.
So maybe next week, but Bob, you and Bill had a bond with Artie, and I feel that you reaching out to him to set up this next thing would mean a lot to him in his old age.
Oh, I have Maureen's info. If we want to book him, we'll go next week with Artie, and we'll get Lester back in the United States.
Let's do it because he'll tell stories, and we'll let Mark come home and rest.
Yeah, and share some time zones with him that are reasonable.
I think that would be kind of a good idea anyway, really.
Yeah. Otherwise, if he's up in the midday, we're in bed, but we're going to be up talking to him in the middle of the night.
That would be working for me. I got that heart appointment on the 21st, which is a Tuesday. and that's in Bend, so it's a long day.
Oh, whoa. We can do a Monday or a Wednesday in your honor. You know,
Oh, yeah.
Good
taping.
on.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
not.
if Artie's good enough, we'll leave him up for 2 weeks. You get that done and we'll meet the kids back here.
Yeah, we have plenty we can call. I mean, in terms of guests, I am going to get a hold of Bill Mooney and get to Angela Cartwright.
Very good.
It's just such a great history, and she seems so nice. I think she'll be fine. But anyway, yeah, we'll do that. We love the podcast. We're still.
Hey, I'm going to see Don Was. I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember to see.
You can get Don Was.
I'm going to see Don Was at this Wild Honey thing. He's going to play on it a little bit. And he's kind of a little wee fan of me. And I would love to, he loves the Cowsills.
Let me tell you something.
I will. In fact, I'm going to have a few sitting ducks with me. I'll be busy.
Do you remember the Unplugged show at Genghis Cohen?
Yes.
Don was standing right back there in the back.
He's a fan of ours.
So, Susan, we hate to send you out, quote unquote.
No, I feel like Kitty Curran or something. I'll be out in the field procuring great journalism.
You got to come back with some news, kid.
Doing it.
Yeah.
Holy crap, you guys.
And the only other thing that's incredible there too. Yeah. But also, Susan, what got me to think about this was we're going to need to, call Howard, and run those things that we were thinking about doing by him. As soon as he would just say, yes, let's do it.
I know, because he really is.
Otherwise, it's a pipe dream.
He still sends, and he sends more because he's a producer. You know how they get, and I want to go back to the first one he wanted to do. I want to do that one. And he is absolutely, I tried him. The Warren Zevon people, he was friends with Warren. He loved Warren. Howard, of course. Warren's crazy.
What Howard are we talking?
Howard Kalin.
Oh, okay. And we have to run by ideas for the show. You mean that kind of?
No, I was saying that we need to, if we're going to think about a real documentary about Happy Together Tour or anything that we've been talking about.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We can't move forward at all unless Howard were to give us the blessing. Otherwise, it's not happening.
I need about a couple of weeks with all this stuff going on, and I will then reach out to Bossy and I'll say, Bossy, Paul and Bob, we want to talk to you. You want to talk about a thing, and then maybe we could do a Zoom with them or something.
We jumped into that. I didn't know what you're talking about, so I just want to clear it up. Paul this summer came up with this should be documented, this tour, especially with it coming into the tunnel where you see the light. But to have a documentary, the Happy Together Tour, Paul's right.
Which he's been wanting to do for a while.
Right to the top. And we're going to do that because we think it's a great idea.
We do, and what we're trying to find out, is what's causing the phenomenon. Why is it happening? Why is it happening with this genre and the way it's happening, and why are these people at 80 and 75 getting in their rigs at night and driving to these shows? I mean, I gotta know.
Why is attendance down with major artists right now, where the Happy Together Tour every summer is basically sold out in 95% of the places, and continues to be. Why?
Crazy.
Why? It's a phenomenon of boomers. It's a boomer phenomenon, and Paulie has been talking about this for years.
Absolute favorite story. We can end with this if you want, but my absolute favorite story is we're pulling up to the venue on the Happy Together Tour, and this kid's waiting for us. They all wait. The union guys, they got to unload, and they're all waiting. They do that, and this kid looks at me. He says, "Hey, you the hippie tour?" And I said, yeah, okay, that'll work. And he's with an older guy. And I started walking away. I said, that'll work. And I start walking away. And the old guy says to the kid, hey, let me tell you something. You come to this show tonight and you're going to see something that's going to blow you away. So it's like, he wasn't feeling it as one of us, the kid, but the old guy thought, is that what you think this is, a hippie tour?
Oh, I like it.
Come to the show tonight and you'll see what this is. Because it's hard to explain.
It is hard to explain, man.
Yeah.
So come on out this summer. We'll be at the come out to the Boys Pavilion. Come out to all the things I do all the shout outs for.
I want 2 nights in Shipshawana again is what I want.
Shipshawana.
That was nice.
Great. That is great.
That was awesome. Show too and Shwip. Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
All right, brothers.
All right, everybody. Have a good.
All right, Bob. You try and find Arturo Cornfieldo.
Lock him up. Enjoy if you're sports. Enjoy the sports. Whatever.
If you're Halloween, enjoy and holidays.
and come to our trio shows, you people. Come on, get out.
Come on.
Paul just said, all of us in our 70s and 80s, we don't even think about it. What are you people thinking about? All right, come to these trio shows, especially all of them. I don't want to single out.
And look, if you can't drive, get in an Uber. Think of all the money you spend on you know what.
And by the way, having 2 nights in Times Square with the cutting room and the Iridium. And thank you, Steve, at the cutting room, because we did run the Iridium by Steve. We're loyal.
Yes, of course.
Okay?
Yes.
We are loyal people.
Yes.
And we asked the cutting room, are you going to have a problem if the trio goes over? And he said, you guys do what you need to do. It was great. Thank you.
They're our champions and we love them to death.
Yep.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Have a great time, everybody. We're going to stop the recording and we're going to get back to baseball and what not.
Love y'all.